I just changed my plan. It's got a beautiful S in it. Okay, it's a spring-like day today. I think it's 55. It's a slight breeze. I'm gonna do some stuff outside today. There might be some background noise. I hope you can live with it. I guess first things first, it's an old gold juniper, and it's gonna be an outside bonsai. I've already did some pinching, revealed the trunk a little. I looked at it at the store and kind of had a plan of what I wanted to do, and since looked at it, changed my mind, and then changed it back. So I'm going to do what I originally thought. But I'm not going to repot it. I'm just going to add some more dirt in it so it's a little higher. I don't want an instant bonsai. This is probably going to be an outside bonsai, so I want it to grow to be a little bit bigger. And there is a little bit of moss on it, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to put that back on when all said and done. A little moss, but I'm going to go ahead and take some of this dirt off. It does have, pretty good roots, so I'm happy with that. There's a lot of surface roots. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to go down. Not a lot. So I do want to grow it big. I don't really want an instant bonsai. Bonsai takes time.
You have to be patient. Bonsai is a never-ending living art. It never ends. You never say, I finished a bonsai, because you can continue to improve on it based on your own vision and your own ability.
Some roots in there. That a big one right there. One right there. So there might be a good nabari going right there. So I'm not going to take the dirt down. I want those roots to get big. And what I decided is I'm just going to cut this top off, this leader. This is a pretty big fat trunk, and this guy right there, I think it's going to probably be a sacrifice branch, and it's just going to thicken the trunk up. So I'm going to leave that. I'll probably take some foliage off, but can I propagate that? Hey, might as well try. Yeah. Let's go ahead and cut that off. That's my big cut. I don't know what size cutters I need. There we go. And I'm going to make a cutting out of it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, it does work. So I'll try to propagate that guy. Haven't had super good success on my propagation. I think one of my problems is I leave too much foliage. So I'm going to take this one back a little farther. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. We got a little scarring going on, but I'm going to use that. So I do have a plan for it. That's why I cut the top off. I eventually want to put it in a slant. This going over, and then I kind of want this to come up and fill up some space. I don't know how I'm going to achieve that. I originally thought this would be a good front, but this might not be a bad front either. And I left a stub, that way some dieback can happen. And then I can trim that stub off next year. But I don't want any buyback. As you can see, look, I mean, there's some good roots coming on right here that I may have to cover up because I like those. Hopefully they're all right. Let's go ahead and put some stuff on to protect it. But I'm not sure how I'm going to achieve that. And I don't want to pinch off all the branches. I just want to pinch off stuff that isn't branches. So this is definitely a branch. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to pinch off stuff that doesn't look like branches. And that's how I'm going to go with it. Because I don't want to get rid of all the branches. I like branching. This branch is pretty thick. There's too much going on right here, which would eventually give it reverse taper, and that's kind of definitely why I had to get rid of one of them. But I decided on that one, so you know, I don't want this to have a ton of vigor. I'd rather more vigor go to this. So I'm okay cutting down the vigor on this by pinching a bunch. And there's a lot of branching on there. And one good thing about the old gold juniper that I've read is it has interesting branching. So that's perfect for a bonsai. So I'm going to leave the interesting branches. There's two right here, so I'm going to take that guy off. I'm just going to kind of see what's going on. So those two branches are pretty close. Get rid of that one. Okay, now I'm gonna go sacrifice branch and actually get rid of a lot of this. Doesn't look like there's any branching going on. Let's thin this one out, see what we get. Oh, there's a bug. Bug is it? Oh, okay, there's a T right there. Let's clean up the middle of that T. We don't want too many T's right there. It's an easy one. Definitely gonna wire it down. So let's go ahead. Maybe I should do that, but it'll give me a better look at everything. I do want this to be the main growth, actually. Actually, look at that. It has a nice movement right there. Look at that. You know, I might change my plan. It's already got an S. What? Okay. I just changed my plan. It's got a beautiful S in it. And that's going to be the new leader. So that means this has way too much vigor in it. I need to cut this one way back. I mean, you got to remember that this stump will be gone. And this guy will be gone. So I definitely want to keep this guy. keep those. So I'm going to do that. That's what I said I'm going to do. Let the tree tell you what it wants. Ancient Chinese proverb. This tree wants to be a S-shaped tree. So that's what I'm going to let it be. But we're definitely going to have to take a lot of vigor out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't want to get rid of all the branches. Just want to take the vigor out. That's a branch. I think I'll just cut these branches way back. So if that's the case, maybe I need to bend this guy down. Let's see. This guy. This is a downward branch. So it could go up. Let's go back to the apex here. Branching. It's kind of satisfying. Okay. I got a natural S now from this side, which could be the front. This downward stuff. We'll leave that. I'm dead one there. You gotta cut that back. And make that the new leader, and it has more movement to it. See that movement? I can see the potential in that. It's kind of a Y, but I think I'm liking it. I think I'm going to move this guy down. What do you think? Okay, I did a little looking, and this kind of hides the curvature, but you know, it's a. I think there's many coming out of the one spot, so I'm just gonna leave one out of that spot, and that way I have future options. This upper branch right here, but then I cut that off so it goes up that way. It seems like it's pretty thick, so I think I need to trim it back a little bit. Do I want the lower ones? I mean, it needs to fill in this space. I think I'm going to take that one out. Just so this branch doesn't get too fat. I don't want that branch to get too fat. Take a little more vigor out of this guy. There's two coming out of the same spot. I'm going to take the bigger branch because we're taking bigger out. So that's a pretty big branch. And that, yeah, that really lowered that. It's a huge one. Let's wire that down, and I'm going to try to find an anchor. And So that's a different look. Not look like a bonsai at all. This guy needs to actually come over here, doesn't it? And that would look better. I'm going to put it on an angle. And I should have went all the way up. Perfect. Brought this over there. Okay, so I'm going to take my longest piece of copper wire. And tie it off here. 2-branch principle. And then try to keep this 45. That's more or less. Alright, I think I'm getting better at this. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good. And I'm going to bend this guy down. And I want to bend this guy over. Stir the pot. And that's like a just a regular old. This is not what I envisioned when I started. Not at all. I was going to do a leaning one. Let's see. I think this needs to be a little different. Maybe I need to bring it up a little bit. This adds depth unless this is the front, and then I need to cut it, but this is possible front. So yeah, this isn't what I had envisioned. Should I take a little bit off of this? I mean, I want it to be vigorous and straighten the trunk. That's what I want. But who knows, maybe I'll want to eventually keep that as my lower branch. Of course, I got rid of all this stuff. I'm going to take some of it out because it's just too awkward. I'm going to cut it back. Make it look like kind of a bonsai, huh? I'm going to cut it back to there. Yeah, I'm going to cut it way back. I think I'm just about done. I don't know why, but I'm gonna wire these 2 branches down. Oh, and I got way too much wire. And those are probably too small branches to worry about. So I don't like it now. Should have left it. take more off the top because that's where it's going to grow the most. You know what? This is $10. And this is the most fun I've had in a long time. I'm not super afraid to cut. You know, I'm doing what I want. It's $10. I'm creating what I want. I mean, it's got kind of a triangle shape. I think I'm liking it. I will eventually get that back down. There's another nub I'll need to trim back. This is my sacrifice. But, you know, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Of course, I cut all these off. Maybe I'll get back budding. I don't know. And there's some good roots going on. So I might have a good nursery going. I am going to put it back down a little bit. So there's a nice big root there. And there's some nice, see those roots? Might get a good nursery going. I know there's a big root under there. So this might be the start of something good. I mean, it's not a lot to look at, but I put some a little bit more topsoil. It's got some sphagnum moss in my mix. So I put a little bit topsoil to protect those top roots because I do want to develop that. And I put the moss back on, and hopefully it'll propagate, fill in. And I'll give it a good water, and we'll see how she turns out. I think it might be okay. Thanks for watching.